My dear child, before anything else, I want you to pause, truly pause, and recognize this moment for what it is, sacred. It's easy in life to get caught in the whirlwind of our routines, our worries, and our never-ending to-do lists. We rush from one thing to another, rarely stopping long enough to truly listen. But my dear child, I urge you now to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. For what I am about to share is not just a message. It is a calling, a whisper from the eternal reaching into your present. This moment, right here, right now, is not ordinary. It has been divinely appointed. You see, my dear child, the sacredness of this moment is not about something loud or flashy. It doesn't always come with fireworks or dramatic signs. Often it's quiet. It's that still, small voice inside you when the world falls silent. It's the gentle pull on your heart when you're alone in the early hours of the morning. It's the tear that falls without warning, the longing you can't explain, the ache for something more. That's me. That's how I've been reaching out to you. And even when you thought you were alone, I was right there, closer than your breath. There have been times, my dear child, when you questioned your path. You've stared at closed doors and felt the sting of silence when you prayed. You wondered if you missed your moment, if you weren't good enough, strong enough, or faithful enough. But I tell you now, not one moment of your journey has been wasted. Not one tear has fallen unnoticed. I have counted them all. I have heard every cry, every silent plea. You may have thought I was distant, but I never left. Never. You have always been held, even in the dark. This moment you are standing in is the result of countless steps, some steady, some trembling. You've been walking, growing, waiting. And now, my dear child, the waiting is over. You may not feel ready, and you may not understand it all, but that's okay. You don't need all the answers to step into what's next. All you need is faith, a simple yes, a willing heart, a trust that says, I don't know how, but I know who. Understand this deeply. Sacred moments often don't look like much on the outside, but they carry the weight of eternity. This one, it's not about grandeur. It's about purpose, and it's yours. You've been prepared for such a time as this. Everything that came before, every struggle, every disappointment, every lesson was shaping you for this exact hour. My dear child, you're not late. You are not behind. You are right on time in my divine calendar. So don't rush past this. Don't let distractions steal what I am doing in you right now. The world will pull at you with noise and urgency. But I am asking you to be still, to listen, to breathe. Because when you realize how sacred this very moment is, your whole perspective begins to shift. It's no longer about striving. It's about surrender. No longer about proving. It's about trusting. I am doing something new, something holy, and I chose you to be part of it. My dear child, take this to heart. This is your moment. Holy, ordained, precious. Everything changes when you start to see your life, not as random events strung together, but as a masterpiece I've been painting, one brushstroke at a time. Let this be the beginning of a deeper awareness, a deeper faith, a deeper walk with me. The sacred is not far from you. It's right here, right now, and it's waiting for your yes. My dear child, I know how long the waiting is felt. I know how heavy the silence can seem, how deep the longing grows when it seems like nothing is happening, even though you've prayed, even though you've hoped, and even though you believed. It's in these seasons of waiting, my dear child, that you may begin to wonder if your efforts have been in vain. You might feel like the promises you've held onto are slipping further away, that the doors you've knocked on remain shut, and the dreams you've cherished feel like distant, fading memories. But I want to tell you this, my dear child. Your waiting has never been wasted. In fact, waiting is where much of the preparation happens. My dear child, you see, the waiting is not idle. It's not a period of stagnation, even though it may feel like it at times. Every moment you spent waiting was a moment of growth. It's in the quiet and stillness that your heart was being refined, your spirit was being strengthened, and your character was being molded. You may not have seen it then, but every moment of uncertainty, every moment of feeling overlooked or forgotten, was part of my divine plan to shape you into who you were always meant to be. The waiting has prepared you for the magnitude of what's coming next. In our world today, my dear child, waiting often gets a bad reputation. It's seen as something uncomfortable, something to be avoided at all costs. People want quick fixes, immediate results, and fast answers. But I want you to understand, my dear child, that waiting is sacred. Waiting teaches you the art of trust. It teaches you patience, and it allows you to learn how to rely not on your own strength, but on my perfect timing. The fact that you have waited as long as you have is not a sign of your weakness. It is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your faith. My dear child, your endurance during this season has been counted, and I have been with you every step of the way. Think back to all those nights when you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders. Those nights when you prayed fervently and felt no answer. My dear child, in those moments I was working behind the scenes, aligning the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing. I was preparing the path ahead of you, clearing away obstacles that you couldn't even see. Your waiting was not in vain. It was part of a greater plan. You may have felt invisible at times, but I saw you. I saw every tear that fell, every prayer that was whispered, every sacrifice that went unnoticed. I counted them all, my dear child, and I am holding them close to my heart. I want you to remember this, my dear child. Your waiting is not passive. It is active. It is in the waiting that your faith is strengthened, your patience is deepened, and your trust in me is built. I know that sometimes it feels like you're in the middle of a desert, with no end in sight. But my dear child, I want you to know that the desert is where the seeds are being planted. It is where the roots are going deep, where the foundation is being laid for the fruit that is yet to come. You have been through the fire, yes. But now, my dear child, you are emerging stronger, purer, and more equipped for what lies ahead. You see, I have always been with you, even in the silence, even in the waiting. My dear child, the enemy may have tried to convince you that your waiting was punishment, or that it was because you weren't worthy. But that is a lie. Your waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. I have been shaping you, molding you, and refining you, even when you couldn't see it. The waiting was the training ground for your next season. It was there that you learned how to stand firm when the winds were howling, how to trust when nothing made sense, how to hope when the odds seemed stacked against you. I know it hasn't been easy, my dear child. I know there have been days when you felt like giving up, when you wondered if the promise was even real. But listen to me now. You are not the same person you were when you began this journey. You have been tested, yes, but you have also been prepared. You have been refined like gold in the fire. And now, the moment has come for you to step into what I have been preparing for you all along. My dear child, your waiting is over. What I have been planning for you will unfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. But remember this, the waiting was never in vain. It was the very thing that has equipped you for this next chapter. You are ready now. You are stronger now. And though you may not see it fully yet, my dear child, the seeds that were planted in the waiting will bear fruit that will last. Your time has come, and what's next will be far greater than you ever dreamed. Hold fast to your faith, trust in the process, and know that I am with you, guiding you every step of the way. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been a sacred preparation for the promises that are about to be fulfilled. My dear child, as you stand on the threshold of this new season, I need you to understand the weight and beauty of what is unfolding before you. It is not merely a shift in your circumstances. It is a divine appointment, a moment that is so intricately and carefully planned that it surpasses anything your mind can comprehend. This is not by accident, my dear child. This is the fulfillment of the destiny I have placed within you. It has been written from the very beginning of time, long before you were born. And now, my dear child, you are stepping into it. You have often asked yourself, why me? Why am I here? What is my purpose? My dear child, I want you to know that your purpose is far greater than what you have imagined. It is not about the small details of daily life or the fleeting concerns that can sometimes fill your heart with worry. Your life, my dear child, is a greater calling, a divine purpose that I have placed within you to carry out. I have shaped you, prepared you, and positioned you for this moment. The path you have walked, with all its twists and turns, with all its highs and lows, has been the perfect preparation for what I am about to do in your life. But now, my dear child, I ask you to do something very important. Embrace it. Embrace the purpose I have called you to fulfill. It may seem overwhelming at times, and the weight of it may feel heavy, but trust me, my dear child, because I will never ask you to walk alone. Everything you need to fulfill your divine purpose has already been placed within you. The strength, the wisdom, the courage, all of it comes from me. You may not feel ready, but my dear child, I assure you that I have already equipped you for this moment. Do not look at your limitations. Do not look at your weaknesses. Instead, look to me, the one who called you, and you will find the strength to rise. You may find yourself questioning your abilities, my dear child. You may think that you are not worthy or capable of the things I am calling you to do. But I want to remind you, my dear child, that your worth does not come from your own abilities or from the opinions of others. Your worth comes from me, and I have chosen you for this moment. You have been handpicked for this divine assignment. You may feel small, but the truth is, my dear child, you are carrying something mighty within you. I have placed my spirit within you, and where my spirit is, there is power, there is grace, and there is the ability to do far more than you can imagine. I know, my dear child, that fear can sometimes hold you back. The fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, the fear of not measuring up. These fears have tried to keep you in a place of hesitation. But today, I say to you, no more. Fear has no place in your heart. The time for fear is over. You are about to step into a place of boldness, my dear child, where you will walk with confidence, not in your own strength, but in the strength that I provide. This is the moment when your faith will rise to a new level. You will begin to speak with authority, walk with purpose, and step forward with the assurance that I am with you. You are not alone, my dear child. The world may feel vast, and at times, it may feel like the weight of your purpose is too much to bear. But I am with you, and my presence will guide you every step of the way. I have already gone before you and prepared the way. I am moving behind the scenes, orchestrating the events of your life, aligning everything to ensure that you walk in the fullness of your purpose. And what you will discover, my dear child, is that as you step into this divine purpose, you will begin to see pieces of your life come together in ways that will astound you. The things that once seemed disconnected, the struggles that once seemed pointless, all of them were preparing you for this moment. You were being molded, my dear child, into the person you are now, stronger, wiser, and ready for the calling on your life. I want you to think about the great men and women of faith, my dear child. They were just like you. They had doubts. They had fears. They questioned whether they were capable of fulfilling the tasks I set before them. But I used them, and I will use you too. Do you remember David? The young shepherd boy, forgotten by his own family. Standing alone before the giant? He was just a boy, my dear child, but I saw in him a king. And in one moment of faith, he defeated the giant that others had feared. His victory was not in his own strength, but in mine. I have chosen you, my dear child, for your own moment of victory. Think about Moses, my dear child. He thought he was past his time. He ran away from his calling, convinced that his past mistakes had disqualified him. But I spoke to him in the wilderness, and I called him to a purpose far greater than anything he could have imagined. In his obedience, the people of Israel were delivered. It wasn't about Moses' ability, my dear child. It was about his willingness to trust me. And that is what I am asking of you. Trust me, my dear child, and you will see miracles unfold in your life. And don't forget Esther, my dear child. She was a young woman in a foreign land, unsure of her place in the world. Yet in one moment, she stepped forward with courage and saved an entire nation. It was not her position or her power that made her great, but her willingness to embrace the purpose I had for her. You are just like her, my dear child. Your purpose may be hidden for now, but in the fullness of time, it will be revealed. My dear child, it's time to stop doubting. It's time to step into the divine purpose I have set before you. I have been preparing you for this. Everything you have walked through has been part of the plan. You are equipped, you are called, and the time for hesitation is over. Trust me, my dear child, for I have great things in store for you. Embrace your purpose, for it will bring you peace, fulfillment, and the deep joy of knowing that you are walking in the calling I have set before you. Now step forward in faith, my dear child, and watch as I lead you into the fullness of all that I have prepared for you. My dear child, I come to you now with the fullness of love, urging you to understand the sacredness of the moment you are living in. You are not here by accident. You are not a mere bystander in this life. No, my dear child, you are a beloved creation, chosen for such a time as this. Even before the foundation of the world, I set a purpose before you. You may not fully grasp it yet, but I am here to tell you that you have been handpicked for this moment. This is not some coincidence or random event. This is the divine unfolding of your purpose in me. You have wondered many times, my dear child, why your journey has been so long and filled with obstacles. But I tell you this, every moment, every trial, every struggle has been shaping you, preparing you for this very hour. My dear child, I know there have been times when you've questioned whether you are truly worthy of this calling. You have wondered if your past mistakes have disqualified you. You have asked yourself, am I capable? Am I ready? But I tell you, my dear child, it is not about your own strength or perfection. It is not about your ability to measure up. It is about my power, my grace, and my love working through you. You were created for this moment, and I have equipped you for every step ahead. Your purpose is already within you, waiting to be fully realized. You are capable, my dear child, not because of who you are alone, but because of who I am in you. Yes, my dear child, there have been times when you felt weak, when you felt broken, when you questioned whether you could go on. But I am here to remind you in those very moments I was with you. I carried you even when you did not feel it. And now, my dear child, I am calling you to rise. You have been through the fire, and you have been refined. The struggles you faced were not in vain. They were part of the divine process, shaping you into the vessel I knew you could be. Do not be afraid of the future, my dear child. Do not fear what lies ahead. I have gone before you, and I will never leave your side. The path is already prepared, and I will guide you every step of the way. I know that sometimes you question your worth, my dear child. You look at the mountains in front of you and wonder if you can truly overcome them. But I tell you, my dear child, that the power within you is greater than any obstacle you face. You are not alone in your struggles. You are not walking in your own strength. The same spirit that raised me from the dead is alive in you, my dear child. And where my spirit is, there is power. There is victory. There is healing. There is breakthrough. Trust in me, my dear child, and you will see that the mountains before you will crumble, the obstacles will be cleared, and you will walk in the purpose I have ordained for you. Your purpose, my dear child, is not just for your own glory or happiness. No, it is part of a much greater plan. You have been chosen to bring light into this world, to be a beacon of hope, a vessel of my love. There are people around you who need the hope I have placed within you. There are lives waiting to be touched, hearts waiting to be healed, souls waiting to be restored. And you, my dear child, are the one I have chosen to carry my message to them. Do not shrink back. Do not hesitate. The world is waiting for the gift I have placed inside of you. And though the path may sometimes seem unclear, though the journey may sometimes be difficult, I want you to remember this, my dear child. I am with you. I have been with you through every trial, every heartache, every tear, and I will continue to be with you. The plans I have for you are good, and they are filled with hope and promise. Do not look to the left or the right. Do not be swayed by what you see or hear. Keep your eyes fixed on me, my dear child, and trust that I will guide you every step of the way. You are walking into a season of fulfillment, where the dreams I have planted in your heart will come to life. I know, my dear child, that the road ahead may feel uncertain at times. You may wonder how everything will come together, how the pieces will fall into place. But I tell you, my dear child, I am the one who makes all things work together for good. I am the one who holds the universe in my hands. And if I can hold the world in place, I can certainly guide you through every challenge, every trial. You are not alone in this, my dear child. Every moment, every breath you take is part of my divine plan. I have called you to greatness, and I will walk beside you every step of the way. So, my dear child, trust in the purpose I have for you. Trust that I am preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. You are stepping into a new season, a season where your purpose will come to fruition. You will walk in the fullness of the calling I have placed on your life. And when you look back, my dear child, you will see that every step, every moment of doubt, every tear was worth it. For you were created for such a time as this. You are not ordinary, my dear child. You are extraordinary in my eyes. You are a child of the Most High, and I have great plans for you. Do not fear, do not doubt, but rise up in the strength I have given you. Embrace the purpose I have set before you, for it is a divine calling. You are my beloved, and I am with you now and forever. Step forward, my dear child, into the destiny I have prepared for you. My dear child, I know the road has not always been easy, and there have been times when you have struggled to see the light ahead. You have faced storms that have seemed impossible to navigate, and there were moments when you felt lost, unsure of which direction to take. But I want to remind you, my dear child, that I am with you even in the darkest of times. I have not abandoned you. I have not turned away from you. In fact, my dear child, it is in these very moments of uncertainty and trial that I am doing the most work in your life. It is through the fire that you are purified, through the storm that you learn to trust in my power and provision. I am shaping you, my dear child, into the person I have called you to be. Trust me, my dear child, when I say that your faith has the power to move mountains. You may not always see the results right away, but I promise you that every step you take in faith is a step closer to the life I have prepared for you. There will be times when doubt creeps in, and you will be tempted to question if I truly have a plan for you. In those moments, my dear child, I urge you to remember my promises. I have called you to a purpose that is far greater than anything you could imagine. Even when you feel weak, even when you feel like giving up, know that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You are not alone, my dear child. My Spirit goes before you, leading you, guiding you, and preparing the way for what I have in store. My dear child, I have seen the tears you have shed, the nights you have stayed awake, wondering if your dreams will ever come true. I know the pain you have endured, the loneliness you have felt, and the questions that have risen in your heart. But I am here to tell you, my dear child, that all of this has not been in vain. Every tear, every moment of doubt, every struggle has been a part of my divine plan to mold you into the person you are becoming. Trust me, my dear child, that what you're going through now is not punishment. It is preparation. I am preparing you for the abundance that is coming, for the doors that are about to open, for the destiny that is waiting for you. Do not despair, my dear child, for the trials you face today will not last forever. They are only temporary, but the blessings I have for you are eternal. I know that sometimes, my dear child, you wonder if it is all worth it. You look at the struggles, the setbacks, and the pain, and you ask yourself if it will ever end. But I am here to tell you, my dear child, that every moment of suffering, every moment of waiting, has a purpose. You may not understand it now, but I promise you that everything is working together for your good. I am weaving together the threads of your life, and even the moments that feel like failures will be turned into triumphs. You are in the process of being shaped into someone who will carry my glory into this world. And when you step into the fullness of your purpose, my dear child, you will see that it was all worth it. My dear child, I know that your faith may feel fragile at times. There are moments when you wonder if you can keep going, if you can trust in me when the road seems so uncertain. But I want you to know that your faith, no matter how small, is powerful in my eyes. Just as a mustard seed can grow into a mighty tree, so too can your faith, when placed in my hands, move mountains. You may not always see the immediate results, but trust, my dear child, that your faith is working in the unseen realms. I am moving on your behalf, even when you cannot see it, even when you cannot feel it. Trust that I am at work in your life, my dear child, and that my plan will come to pass in my perfect timing. I am asking you, my dear child, to trust me completely. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it feels like everything is moving too slowly or not at all. Trust that I am opening doors that no one can shut and closing doors that no one can open. Trust that every step you take, every prayer you pray, is leading you closer to the fullness of your destiny. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but I want you to know, my dear child, that I see the big picture. I see the end from the beginning. I know what is best for you, and I will guide you in ways that you cannot yet see. My dear child, I want you to know that this season of waiting is not a wasted season. I am not asking you to wait idly, but to wait with expectation. While you wait, I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything in your favor. I am aligning people, opportunities, and circumstances to bring you into the fullness of your purpose. Trust that I am preparing the way for you, my dear child. And when the time is right, I will open the doors that will change everything for you. The plans I have for you, my dear child, are greater than you can imagine. The future I have in store for you is filled with hope, joy, and peace. I know that the waiting may feel hard at times, but I want you to remember that my promises are true. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass. And when it does, it will be beyond anything you could have hoped for or dreamed of. You are not waiting in vain, my dear child. The season of waiting is simply the preparation for the season of fulfillment. So, my dear child, I urge you to trust in my plan. Trust that I am with you every step of the way. Trust that I have already gone before you and made a way where there seemed to be no way. You may not understand all that I am doing in your life right now, but trust that I am working everything together for your good. Your faith, my dear child, will carry you through the trials. Your trust in me will bring you into the fullness of the blessings I have prepared for you. Stay strong, my dear child, for I am with you now and forever. Keep your eyes fixed on me and know that your best days are ahead of you. My dear child, I know that there are moments when you wonder if the dreams I've placed in your heart will ever come to fruition. You've waited, you've prayed, and you've done your best to remain faithful, but at times, it feels as though nothing is happening. But hear me clearly, my dear child. The time is drawing near. The moment you've been waiting for is upon you. Do not despair, for I have heard every prayer, seen every tear, and felt every longing in your heart. Your season of waiting, your season of preparation, is coming to an end. What you have been waiting for, what you have been hoping for, is about to unfold before your eyes. My dear child, the doors you have prayed to open will be flung wide open. The relationships that seem broken beyond repair will be restored. What you thought was lost forever, I will return to you, and it will be better than you imagined. Know this, my dear child. What I am about to do for you is beyond anything you could comprehend in your human understanding. You have endured the trials, and you have persevered through the waiting. And now I am about to reveal the fullness of my purpose for your life. You are stepping into the moment that I have been preparing you for, and it will be a moment that will change not only your life, but the lives of those around you. I know that your heart longs for this moment, my dear child, and I have been working behind the scenes to align everything perfectly for you. Every setback, every trial, every delay was simply a step in my divine plan to bring you into this appointed time. Trust me, my dear child, that the timing of everything has been orchestrated by my hand. No delay has been in vain. Everything has been for a reason. And now you are about to witness the manifestation of my promises in your life. The wait has not been wasted. It has been preparation. You are being molded, shaped, and refined so that when this moment comes, you will be ready to walk boldly into your destiny. My dear child, I need you to understand the magnitude of what is about to happen in your life. I am opening doors for you that no one can shut. I am bringing people into your life who will play pivotal roles in your journey. They will open opportunities for you, stand with you, and encourage you as you step into the destiny I have created for you. You may not see it yet, but I am bringing the right people into your life at the right time. Trust me, my dear child, for I am making all the arrangements. I have gone before you and prepared the way. I know it's hard to imagine how things could change so suddenly, my dear child. It can be difficult to see past your present circumstances, to believe that what you've dreamed of will ever come to pass. But I want you to know that nothing is impossible for me. I am the creator of all things, and I have the power to shift circumstances, to turn hearts, and to open doors that no one can close. What seems impossible to you is within my ability to make happen. Trust me, my dear child, for I have the power to do what you cannot do in your own strength. I will make a way, even where there seems to be no way. As you step into this new season, my dear child, remember that it is not by your own might or power that you will succeed, but by my Spirit. I will give you the strength to walk through the doors I am opening. I will give you the wisdom to make the right decisions. I will give you the courage to step out in faith, even when it feels like everything is uncertain. My dear child, I am walking with you every step of the way, and as you move forward, I will provide for you and protect you. My dear child, I'm calling you to step into your destiny with boldness. The time of hesitation is over. You have been prepared, refined, and shaped for this moment. The dreams I've placed in your heart are not dreams that are too big for you to achieve. They are the dreams that I have planted in your heart, and I will bring them to fruition in my perfect timing. Trust me, my dear child, for I will equip you for everything that lies ahead. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will be conquered. The doubts that once plagued your mind will be silenced. I am giving you the authority to walk in the fullness of your calling. Do not fear, my dear child, for this is the season of your breakthrough. The chains that have held you back will be broken. The things that have kept you in bondage will no longer have power over you. I am releasing you into a season of freedom and abundance, where you will see the fulfillment of my promises in your life. Everything you have believed for, everything you have hoped for, will begin to manifest in ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. This is not a season of delay. This is a season of fulfillment. I want you to hold on to my promises, my dear child, and never let go. There will be moments when doubt tries to creep in, when the enemy will try to convince you that it's not happening or that you missed your chance. But I tell you, my dear child, you have not missed your moment. You are stepping into it right now. Do not listen to the lies of the enemy. Do not let him steal your confidence or make you question the path I have laid out for you. Trust in me, my dear child, for I am with you, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. My dear child, this is the season of manifestation. It is the time when everything you have prayed for, everything you have hoped for, is about to come to pass. It is the season of your breakthrough. You are stepping into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. So rise up, my dear child, and walk boldly into your destiny. The doors are opening. The blessings are coming. Your time has arrived, and I am with you every step of the way. Trust in me, and you will see the fulfillment of all that I have promised you.